What's crackalackin, folks? Welcome back to Factorio. Welcome back to the Pyanodons mod suite, where yesterday we just got 2 logistics bots, Logistics Pyanodons Mark 1. We sadly ran out of gearboxes now, but we got to a nice 108 logistics bots, and we now have 404 construction bots. Still a far cry from where we want to be. I think I set these to 550 logistics bots and I think 2000 construction bots, but it's a good start before we now take care of all the bottlenecks, hopefully. So today I'm going to start with making concrete and refined concrete so we can make these big electric poles. They need concrete and niobium plate and tinned cable. And we might as well make concrete and refined concrete for the future mall and put it into the network. So let's get started with that. I think we do it the same way we did it before, just with one crusher for each. And we need some coke as well for this. How do we do this? We need to bring in stone. Stone should be very close. There it is. And start crushing down stone into gravel and sand. So let's get started with that. We'll just bring it to the side here. Put down a chalk crusher. And there we go. That will crush stone into gravel. How much can you do? 4 per second. Yeah, I don't think we're going to do a full 4 per second of crushing. Let's put down this one first so I know what we all need. So in order to make concrete, I need gravel, sand, and lime. So we know we need the gravel here. Unless you can just put that right here. Yeah, and let's not use this as fuel. Well, we don't have a lot of wood coming that way, so I mean, let's use it as fuel. and put a chest here that will just store the ash. I'm sure it will be fine. At some point, this is gonna fill up, but we have some time. Actually, I do have steel chests now, I think. Or I used to have them on me. Let's just put it here. There we go. You need water. Hopefully we can make one of these water wells. We can. Just put it, you know, right here. And we're out of pipe. What's new? Straight pipe is always one of these things that get used in crafting like crazy, so we're always out of it. Hopefully we can go through here with the coke. Then now, take gravel here and another jaw crusher to get gravel in here to make sand. And we're gonna take the sand here to insert it. There we go. Bring some power down, and that is gravel and sand done. Water should be done as well now. So we only need lime. In order to make lime, we need a high pressure furnace and some limestone. There's lime, coke and limestone. Let's leave you like this. And we go all the way under here, down to here. Put 2 inserters for the coke there. And then I think we just need one of these to output the limestone into this here. It needs power too, and it needs water. So let's see how we bring the water down here. I think just simply down here is fine. So all of this is running. And now we output this to here. Actually, one further over. And that should be good. It needs less lime than the other one. So actually we move... Oh, we don't have coke now. We move this one further down. We use the 90-degree inserter to insert coke. And then we use this one to get the ash back out into a steel chest. Where did the steel chest go? Here. And that should leave us a lot of time for us to get rid of, or before ash becomes a problem. I did make active provider chests and stuff like that over here. Created all the chests, so we can switch to an active provider chest later. I don't think it's going to become an issue given how little they use and how little ash they produce, therefore. Now, what we want to do is put this into and also make passive provider chests. Put this into a passive provider chest and also use it to make refined concrete. There we go. But I don't want bots to get dispatched all the time when there's nothing, when it immediately gets taken out. So we say, if anything is greater than, let's say 100, then take it out to make refined concrete. And I don't think we need to make that much, but let's make 2 boxes of this. And for refined concrete, we do the same and we bring it here. There's one more thing that I would like to do if we can somehow do it, and is put it on a belt for... Yeah, I don't think we can do that. We may be able to do that. Yeah, we take it from here, not down there, to here, and put it on a belt. for later use for the power poles. Actually move you one over. And then the power poles can snatch that up. They need steel and niobium plate. Do we have both of them coming in here? I know we have niobium plate here. And we might want to... Yeah, this is a bit tight here. If I connect you here... No, this doesn't work. It has to go this way. Okay, so we need to kind of cut it off beforehand. So we don't have to go all the way up the bus. And need to go a little further here as well. A lot of spaghetti here. Can we make it? Oh, we can make it. Perfect. The niobium will be here. We also kind of want to bring that coke back to feed. Our machines up here. We know we didn't need another one here for iron sticks. And that will make us refined concrete. All right. Now we need to get iron to this and steel to this one. You also need water. Perfect. There you go. So steel to this one, iron to this one. So that's probably going to be a combined belt coming down here. That should be fine. And then steel here. This is refined concrete. No, concrete for the big electric pole that we're going to make. It also needs steel, which is perfect because we steal that from the same belt. And then it needs niobium plate and tinned cable. So that one makes tinned cable. And this one makes copper cable. So we need to have copper and tin come in here in order to make that work. And let's put in some music in the background. So it's not just Factorio noises. There we go. So tin and copper coming here. Copper, I think, might be a bit away. We have to bring that line in. And then niobium comes from up here. Good. So now we need to bring this one over to feed all of these. And we also need to take care of the ash somehow. This one, and I can make another inserter. Another burn assembly machine. All right. Now, ash, we just put in a chest. Let's make another steel chest. And use the 90 degree inserters. Make it nice and easy, so it's not a big deal. You put your ash in here. Let's make 2 more. And you put your ash in here. There we go. That'll run for a long time before it makes some issues, and then hopefully we can just replace them with forced provider chest, active provider chest to get rid of it. We really need to... the next ash belt is a while away, I think. Yeah, we don't have an ash belt here anymore. And I would use wood, but we're using up a lot of the wood, and even here we just don't get a lot of wood coming in here. So that's a little too unreliable in the long run. Let's maybe turn the music down even a slight bit more. Nah, that's fine. The machines are pretty loud. All right, this is now big electric poles. This needs iron and steel. And this patchwork is awful. So now I think here's iron. So we have steel here as well. I need intermetallics anyway. Did we bring steel forward? Steel is here. And iron is down here. So we can get those two. While we're at it. I still don't know why they're all patchworked. I think I put them down while I had vision, but apparently not. Like, you see where all the trees were? I guess I put them down before we had vision, and the robots are still struggling to get all the belts in here. Not because we don't have enough belts, but because we don't have enough robots. That is really the big issue. But yeah, eventually they'll get to it. And that's not what I wanted. I was yapping too much. Well, it never hurts to have iron. So we're just gonna steal that iron from this side of the belt. Wait till that is drained. And then we put steel on it. I hope the belt's still highlighted. That would be ideal. Oh, we're all the way down here. Fine, let's drain this as well. All right, there we go. Let's get the steel. Free this from all interruptions. We also just put like half a belt there, and then we'll just bring it back. It's not far away. Copper will be further away. I think we brought tin pretty close, but copper I think is still pretty far back. Yeah, that should just be a few more till we have the steel. Here it is. Tin. Where was the last time you brought tin to? One sec. My cat threw up. 1 second, be right back. And I'm back. All right, where was I? I was saying we are bringing back steel. And now we need tin and copper. Copper is probably pretty far back. But tin, I think, is somewhere close here. Where was tin seen the last time? I thought we brought tin here. Yeah, in the middle, it's hard to see because there's no tin being produced fast enough. This, I think, is titanium. Where's that tin? Here's that tin. All right, here's the tin lane. Oh, here it is. So tin is here. We bring that forward, and then copper is further back, so we will deal with that. So the last two things we need for the big power poles. Actually, it's already all the way here where we need it. Even better. So one belt goes here. Where's copper? Copper should be on this lane, I think. So tin is actually the first one. Just surprising. And you go here. And I think this lane is copper. I'm not 100% sure, but we can just check and go back further when we have iron. Yeah, iron one above is copper. So we have iron here. So we know copper is the one above. And then we bring it back here, get on our crawdad. Don't float away, crawdad. And get to the copper. On we go. No. We're too close. We clip these. Oh well. Let's run in the middle here. Should be somewhat safe, and I'm out of belt. Unfortunate. Let's go grab some new belt. It's pretty close here. Actually, where do we make belt? Yeah, it's this direction. It's pretty close. Science is still struggling. We finished the last one, which was methanol processing. Lubricant is next, and then we're getting straight to loaders. It's probably still going to be a while till we can make the loaders because of the lubricant required. But we will see how we deal with that. Maybe we put some of the animals out there quicker, or we provide lubricant from in here and then export it. Do we have undergrounds? No, we can use more undergrounds. All right, back we go. Actually, copper ends here, so that's perfect. Really? That was clipping? Alright, we need to make it so it doesn't hit these, but it hits the trees. Can't reach. There we go. No. Almost. I hope that doesn't hit the pipes, but kills all the trees in the way. We will see. Yeah, so that's not hitting the pipes, which is good. Then we can bring the copper all the way to where we need it. Almost there. Yeah, where everything starts ending, we have to check where, like, how far we actually need to go. We need to go as far as the iron goes, pretty much. And yeah, this is how far we got on the way back, I think. And yeah, this is our belt. Let's come down here. All right, those should be our power poles now. Still don't have enough concrete. Why? We're out of lime because... Oh, you make CO2 as well. Well, that would be good to get rid of that, wouldn't it? Cool. All right, big power poles are a go. Now we put them out here into a provider chest. And let's make 300 of them. That seems reasonable. Do I have another pyroboport? I do. Perfect. Extend this over here. So you're back in the network. You are missing fuel. You don't say. Do we circle all the way around to get you fuel? I guess we do. That gets us refined concrete as well. All right, so concrete, refined concrete on the network. You need fuel as well. And then the big power poles that need tinned cable. At least we have tin. We're currently in a shortage of tin and zinc. Those are the two, and solder. So those are like the three shortest ones. You can see on the left side, we're going to work on tin and solder first. Solder is actually before this. Oil is going to come after drilling fluid, because that's why we're going for the drilling fluid next, right here actually. So let's switch to YAFC and take a look at making drilling fluid, because we should get like some meaningful ratio. Drilling fluid 1, let's make, can we do 50 per second? We don't need that much of it. We're gonna store a bunch of it. Soil 5 per second is 2.5 soil extractors, not a big deal. Then sand we can get from washing soil, which is much more convenient than sand, because soil we can just get from nowhere. Overall, we need 10 soil extractors, which is quite a bit. And then clay, we need 7 clay pits, and it needs 167 steam. We don't have any 150 degree steam or any easy way to make it. Actually, no, we have nitrogen. So we only need a little bit of gasoline to make the 150 degree steam. And liquid nitrogen evaporated again. We need 1 compressor and 4 evaporators and 8 gasoline per second. Much better than burning the gasoline for sure, because that would have been like, let's see, if we use these and use gasoline, that would be 34 per second. And if we do this, it's 8 per second. So that is obviously much better. This just needs an initial input of nitrogen, and then it's a closed loop. So yeah, we just need to provide nitrogen once to fill up the pipes, and then we're good for 150 degrees steam. The muddy sludge, can we filter that into something? I thought maybe we can get water out of it, which is not very interesting, especially an electrolyzer. I was wondering if we could filter it. Yeah, that's all moss stuff. Yeah, nothing interesting here. Good, so this is kind of our build. 4 mixes, 2 washers, 10 soil extractors, so these numbers add up kind of nicely. We need... Okay, only 500 water per second. No, this one needs 1,000 per second, so this needs its own water supply, because the wells only provide 1,200 per second, so we need to keep that in mind. All right, let's get started with that in the game and build us 4 mixers and 2 washers. Let's see if we can. 2 washers, and where are the mixers? We only can build 2 mixers because we're short on iron. But we do have iron here. Let's just grab us some iron. Where are the washers? Oh no, I mean the mixers. Oh, they're in this one. 2 more, exactly what we need. These needed lead and titanium. Interesting, they're very expensive to make, but we have them now. Next on, we need 10 soil extractors. I'm not sure if we have enough of that. We have 8. Then we're out of iron again. Well, back to the source. Small parts. 2 more. Then we need 7 clay pits. Is it probably here? Nope, they're not. Where are the clay pits? Oh, they're down here. We can make 2, and then we need more iron. And we also can use some more small parts. We stack up on those as well. Get more iron. And overall, we need 7 of them. We're gonna craft another. Yeah, we need 7. So we're making 1 here, 2 here, and that's 7. And last but not least, we need a compressor and 4 evaporators. And these might be too expensive to make right now. With the materials I have, yeah, we're missing titanium plate and the evaporators. We can make 1. I'm missing tin plate. And I'm kind of annoying to pick those up in between. So we'll just do it this way. And you can see we were pretty short on tin plate. That is entire stacked up thing we have. 2 more evaporator, we need steel. We got steel here as well. One more, and then we need small parts. It never ends. We need 4 evaporators, right? Like 1, 2, 3, and 4. Good. Let's start planning for making the drilling fluid at 50 per second. We're starting with 4 mixers, mixing all of that together into drilling fluid. And all the inputs are 5 per second, so we can put, for example, sand and soil together and 1 on clay. We can start here. Just put them below each other. Like drilling fluid. What's up, Crisco? Still here? No, I couldn't sleep, so I'm here again. Yeah, I know. I slept like garbage, so it was like, okay, I went on my run at 5 in the morning, and then I was like, okay, I want to play Factorio because I can't go back to sleep. So that's what I'm doing. Yeah, no. How long did you sleep? I hope you got good sleep in comparison to me. All right, we need 2 of these. You stayed up till 3 or 4 and you're already up again? Jesus, you got as much sleep as I did. Alright, take a sip of my Red Bull, which I need to survive right now. So these will make our drilling fluid, and we need sand, soil, clay, and water. Water will be provided here. Let's put it here. And we need sand, soil, and clay. I think someone still can snipe it. That's, I don't know, I don't agree with this. This is kind of stupid, but yeah, someone still can snipe it. So it's actually 5, oh, it's, that means it's like 1 point something per second. You might need 2 of these each. What is in the way? Oh, I see. So you gotta move them up 1. Yeah! It's not like Twitch where the first one to donate kinda keeps the top spot. It's, I don't know, they do their own calculation and who is worthy. I don't know, I guess you just gotta produce the best content and then YouTube will tell you that you had the best content and your 75 XP are worth more than the other 75 XP. I have no idea. I hate that it caps at 75 XP, which is like 3 messages or something like that. So yeah, it's kind of stupid. I agree, Crisco. So the first thing we're gonna make is soil. We need 10 soil extractors and they need their own water supply. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, of course. 8, 9, 10. Nanobots, get rid of all of that. I'm using the nanobots because they have lower range and it's more likely that they don't interfere with everything that is up on the belt and to try to put down 1,000 belt. So I'm just having the nanobots on. This will produce 20 soil per second. So we need to put that on both sides of the belt and then a second belt. So we actually need 2 belts. Okay, 1 for washing. So we need 15 per second for washing and 5 per second for actually the drilling fluid. So how much do you make? You make 2 per second, so we need... This goes to the soil. And this should, in theory, be the remaining 15. Or 14. I actually need to give you all the recipe. And then get you some power. Yeah, gotta make him count, Crisco. With the super thoughtful commentary. Ah, damn it, 1 off. Off by 1. Then we will put a splitter there. And 1 goes here. We're gonna merge it with something else. And then the rest goes into 2 washers. So not that many. Oh, the washers were eaten up by... Yeah, we need stone bricks. I haven't refilled stone bricks in a hot while. So these go down here. And you wash soil into sand. And you can use this water as well, because only this one needs its own. Speaking of, we still need to give it its water. Oh, are we still crafting washers? No, we're just we use them for the mixers. And the muddy sludge we will void. Soil and greens, people. What does that have to do with this? Let's go. We're also out of stone bricks for that. How much do you need? 7.5. Yeah, I think we need to do it this way then. And then we need these inserters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And there we go. More electricity. There we go. All right, how do we get the sand out? This is 2.5 sand per second, so we need to do it on the other side. So we need to move the entire thing over by a bit. And they're gone. So we need, we would need 3 of them. So we also need to do this trick. And then we can put the pipe straight through here. Perfect. Yeah, there were some people here. You were late, Frisco. Sand and muddy slush. So 2.5. So in some it's 5 per second. So we don't need to really put it on a different side of the belt. All right. So this is sand and soil. Why are you not working? You missed some water, right? We haven't crafted these yet. And I can disconnect the power. There we go. So this is all the soil that comes in. Very heavy on the... The neighbor's dog is howling like the world is ending. I also removed the quartz patch that was here. You still see there's like 1 quartz ore left. Yeah, there was a giant patch here, so I removed that because it looked ugly. Then sand. No, it's on the other side now. Yeah. The third ingredient is clay. The clay, we need 7 clay pits. And we have those here. You just need steam and output, and you produce 5 per second. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yay, we don't run into the trees. Very nice. Oh, and they have pass-through steam, which is even better. Good. The evaporators. Who is producing the steam? It is the compressors. The evaporators are kind of auxiliary. So where was the compressor? Here. So compressor is the one that produces the steam. I guess we can do it this way. And then liquid nitrogen needs to go up. The nitrogen comes back here. Now the water we ship over here. There we go. We still need to bring in gasoline, which is God knows where, and the initial nitrogen we need to fill as well. And then the evaporators, how many do we need? We need 4. I actually built 5. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, almost fits. There we go. And you make nitrogen out of liquid nitrogen. I think we put the nitrogen on this side because it's easier to shove it in here. And then the liquid nitrogen comes up here. There we go. Now give them power. Give these people air. Alright, evaporators are good to go. We just need the initial nitrogen. So where can we steal that from? Here's the next nitrogen. So we're just gonna spaghetti that through here somehow. Let's see, is this spaghettiable? I mean, almost. That works. Good enough spaghetti. But we have to go past this building as well. Can we make that? We can. Then we make it to here. But we have no nitrogen, sadly. Yeah, we need to let it sit for a bit. And we need to have a check valve. So it only runs into this direction. Because we just want to fill this up. Once it's full, it's good. Okay, why are you not running? You are running. Okay, you don't have nitrogen because this isn't connected. You know, that would make a ton of sense. And we wait for this one to fill up and these pipes to fill up. Actually, we could put a pump there so it actually fills them up. Do we have pumps crafted? No. It's gonna take a while. So we use pumps to put it in here. You still need power. And steam. Right, steam is connected. Liquid nitrogen is connected. Nitrogen is connected with a feed. And you need power, of course. Okay, this is full. We just need to put the building down, make sure that one is full as well. And then we can disconnect the pump. Good. Why no sand? Because I'm missing 2 washers and a compressor. And we just researched methanol processing. So we got a bunch of new recipes. Most important, the filled methanol canister and syngas to refine syngas and acid gas. What else is new here? The methanol reactor. Methanol from methane and from copperplate and methane and titanium tetrachloride. And acetic acid from chromium and methanol. I think we need that from for MIBC later, potentially. We need it for something, acetic acid. So we will have to make that sooner than later. Good. What am I missing for the compressor? Titanium plate. Do we have titanium here? I know we need titanium for something here. So we should have titanium plate here. Is this? Here's titanium plate. Yeah, we need it for the drill heads. And now we just need simple parts, small parts. So one compressor, and then we need, yeah, washers. We need stone bricks for that. We have to go back for the stone bricks. And get another stack of 1,000 that hopefully lasts us for a while. Oh, that one needs actually a niobium pipe. Fancy. Yeah, niobium pipe. Good that I had niobium on me. Our brand new fancy new metal that we made in the last episode or last stream. Let's get our stone bricks, finish this drilling fluid, build, and then we can go and make our first oil derrick. Small oil derrick, and tap one of our first bitumen seeps. I think there's one down here. This one. We're probably gonna tap this one. Sadly, there's none like close on this side or up here that we could easily get to. So we have to pipe everything around here and back up again. But that's fine. Not a problem. Rauks are doing Rauk things. Yeah, they're all working. Do we need duralumin? I think we needed duralumin last time. And simple circuit boards, we still have 144, so that's good. And we needed stone bricks, right? Put stone bricks here. That gives us 1,000. And then we can make the 2 washers, and then we're out of iron. Cool. How our air current duct is looking? Very low. Small parts looking okay. Could use more. All right, back we go. So we need a compressor and 2 washers. We need a sinkhole, which I think also needed stone bricks, which why we couldn't build it. And that should be it. You are not happy because the power pole didn't get built. That's interesting. We do have 67 power poles left, so they're there. Now let's run back. Thank God we have asphalt here. And the crawdad isn't faster on asphalt than what I'm running, as far as I know. And it's way more dangerous because if you hit something, you destroy it pretty much. And I have killed many a pipe and power pole already. We did look at mounts, and we get really cool mounts going forward. If I could type. The next one is a Dingrido. Dingridos are a strain of Dingrids optimized for high-speed riding. At full speed, they can run even faster than a train. Can be equipped with modular equipment and supports logistics requests. So that is our next one, but it's far away. That's blue science. Then mount stage 3, that is Pi Science 3, we get the Mecha Sungur. Through intensive obsessive experimentation, you have finally discovered a way to calm the tame Sungurs by blocking its movement in a mecha suit. These cyborgs have a huge inventory and grit. Can be good? Yeah. So these are spiders. And it's gonna, like, just look at this crafting list. It's gonna be a while till we get there. And the highest one is the Phadisis. And it looks like it can fly. The Phadisis is the final upgrade in personal transportation. It flies at Mach speed over all terrain and has a massive equipment grip. Can be equipped? Yeah. But that is utility science, which is, you know, very, very late in the game. Like 900, 1,000 hours away in the game. Okay, we were running to the right. To the left, to the left, to the right, to the right. So, but we will continue working towards more of the sciences. My plan right now is to bring stuff onto rails, bring our basics onto rails, like tin, solder, lead, iron and steel, copper, zinc, etc. And then start maybe building simple circuit boards there, and then moving on to science on rails and support the mall that we're going to build here. All right, put this one down, put all of these down, and you need a power pole down there. Also, you 1, 2, 4, 6, 8. You need to come here. 2, 4, 6. Yeah. And then we need some pipe. I didn't bring pipe. That was my bad, but we have iron. These washers are washing. 2, 4, 6, so that is fine. Yeah, this line is completely full because we stacked it before, but it should eventually even out. We could put a balancer here to move them, like to make them even on both sides, but I don't think we need that. You are missing clay because we are missing gasoline. Yeah, how do we even get that in here now? That's gonna be a little bit of a puzzle. And then gasoline jumps over here. And we bring it in from above. Alright, stop that. Nanobots. See, where was gasoline seen last? This is syngas. Oh, gasoline was always down here. Did we bring it onto the main bus? No, Siri, I'm not talking to you. Did we bring gasoline onto the main bus? Yeah, we did it like a weird way. Somewhere here through one of the smelters we brought it up. These smelters brought up gasoline, right? You should... Here. It's here. There we go. It ends where retrovirus is, so we need to craft a few pumps. And may need all of these undergrounds to bring in our gasoline. And that should hopefully kickstart our drilling fluid production. We're gonna have a tank for them, and I'm out of lead ore, or lead plate to be precise. So let's go back and get some lead so you can make a tank, because that is something we're gonna store for a while and then use it once and then be done with it again and store it. Potentially even barrel it. So this doesn't have to run for long. Or this doesn't have to run constantly, it just needs to produce a bit at a time. And it's really good that we researched the nitrogen, because A, it gives us the ability to get nitrogen from the contaminated nitrogen, which makes the DDCs much more efficient. We need like, I think like 20% of them instead of, you know, the full amount. If we just took the nitrogen and threw away the contaminated nitrogen. And it gets us really cheap 150 degree steam with that nitrogen trick that just needs a little bit of gasoline. Probably like a tenth of the gas, maybe not, like maybe also 20% of the gasoline instead of the full amount. So where was lead? Here was lead. And we will build, I think one of these pie tanks is enough. And then we go back to the retrovirus and bring home the pipe with the gasoline. Should be any second here. Here it is, retrovirus. Let's get up there. Is this our gasoline? No, this is fish oil? Fish oil, I think. Here's gasoline. All right, danger zone. We bring out the crawdad. We pray we don't run half the base down. And at some point we need pumps again. So ideally I put them where we have electricity. Close-ish by. Yeah, we have a lot of electricity here now. There we go. Need to put down a pump here. There we go. Let's run. Almost there. We need another pump? No. This isn't as close to power, but, you know, not too far away. No, we're out of pipes. That's unfortunate. Where are we? Where the meat is? Yeah, we're quite still a bit away. Let's run back. Get some more pipes. Then we're done with the drilling fluid. And we're gonna tap our first bitumen seep. And it's gonna be glorious. Our first oil in this run. And the goal is primarily to make heavy oil so we can feed our sink production, which feeds our simple circuit board production, which seems to be doing fine right now. Yeah, we do have copper zinc batteries. What are we short on? How many copper zinc batteries do we have? Then we know how important the oil is right now. Where are they? Copper zinc batteries. We do have quite a few. So maybe we just tap the oil and don't worry about actually converting it right now. We will need the drilling fluid anyway to tap any of these, so there's nothing wasted. We probably will put them in barrels at some point to bring them to remote places and go from there. Set up an oil derrick and then pump it onto rails. Or pump it, build a train station there and then put it onto rails. That's what I mean. Where do we stop? Where the meat started, right? Let's run there. Both cats are passed out. Hector's lying on the PC and Lenore in her cat tree. Just completely passed out. They're like 8 an hour ago and now they're like, I'm done. All right, here we are. Here's the gasoline, right? Yep, gasoline. Oh my god, the water slows him down so much. And we need another pump. Okay. There's power close by. Still have a bit to go. But we should have enough pipes this time. Do we have enough pumps? That's the question. And no power in sight. Well, that sucks. You have to do the double ones, because that's the only way they span our 8 wide bus. There we go. So close. And we should be somewhere here. There we go. Gasoline has arrived, so we should now have steam. Hopefully, and this pump has no more power, which is good because we don't need it to provide any more nitrogen anyway. That was kind of like the kickstart. I'll leave it here just in case we ever have to deal with that again. But all of these are running now. We created the first drilling fluid type 1 at 123 hours and 1 minute. Perfect. Now let's get it out of here. And maybe over here. Storage first. We could already put a barreling machine here. And start barreling it. Do I have empty barrels to craft? Or are they even? Let's craft like 80 or something. And then you can barrel the drilling fluid. We're not going to use barrels for the first oil derrick. I think we just put a pipe there. Even though we could. I think it's much more convenient to put a pipe there. We need to go down here though, and then around, which is kind of annoying. But doable to get to this bitumen seep. Or do we just go full spaghetti and go above? We can do that too, I guess. Is this lane somewhat free? Yeah, it's somewhat free. We can weave between the power poles. Let's change to Good Vibes playlist. Hey Simon, how you doing? The bots are doing well. I have 113 logistics bots and 409 construction bots. Logistics bots aren't doing anything yet. I'm first working on getting myself drilling fluid and potentially heavy oil to solve my sink shortage. And then it's time to get to scaling tin, solder, lead on the trains. So, and then I'm thinking of, after getting the drilling fluid done and potentially doing heavy oil here, terminating the bus or just, you know, getting everything down here and starting a little bit of a mall. Yeah, thankfully a bunch of stuff has accumulated at the end of the bus, most importantly gearboxes, which are suffering the most of our solder shortage. And so I was able to make a bunch of them. So we can make a little mall to do some things. Right now I'm just working on drilling fluid to tap our first bitumen seep over here to get some oil. And then, I mean, zinc looks good right now. I don't think if I need to prioritize it. I have like the bypass for when there's no heavy oil available. And that seems to be doing the trick. The combination of the bypass and this one. Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to end the belt yet. I could do that and just put a provider chest there. So yeah, I wrote down heavy oil. It's not too difficult. I need to make titanium tetrachloride, which I can make. Just need coal dust from wood. We're short on wood. That's another thing because we use a ton for cellulose. Tin chromium alloy, which we can make, but we're short on tin. And what else do we need? The rest is doable. We get oil. We only need the low distillates. And for those, we just need steam to crack it into medium distillates and low distillates and a bit of gasoline to get the heavy oil. And then I could just stop and throw the other ones away. But one of the important ones is probably get tin chromium alloy and strip distillates to get the gasoline back. Not important, but yeah. And if I want to start oil sands extraction, I need some initial naphtha, which I would get from the refined natural gas. But yeah, I'm not sure how far I'd take it. I think we just need heavy oil. I might just do crude oil into heavy oil and throw the rest away and do real oil processing on trains then as well. I think the next big steps, big goals will be a bit of a mall to build some buildings, and then really fixing all of our shortages in tin, solder, lead, steel, and zinc. Zinc, not as much. We just need heavy oil. And put that on the trains. I know. You can't throw away in heart mode. But yeah, we're playing not heart mode, so we can throw away things, and it makes it a lot easier. I am at, what is it, episode 57 or something like that. You're just scaling your moss. So I'm excited for when you come to this, or when I catch up to when you come to this stage of you playing. All right, we have a bit of this. I'm just gonna bring it on the bus or under here. That's fine. So I don't have to go all the way around and under. It murdered the ref syngas sign, but that's fine. Or does it stop here? Are you happy with the pump here? Probably not. Oh, you are. Nice. Where's the bitumen seep? Yeah, we can go down here. That's fine. In between here. Almost. Yeah, I agree. That's what I will be catching up on, going to PyScience 2. Still further down. I don't think I'm ever going to use this patch here, but let's just keep the the oil out of the way. The drilling fluid. It's only temporary anyway, because once we have the oil coming out, we don't need the drilling fluid anymore. Interesting. I mean, I'm just, yeah, what I usually did is just barrel it, bring it somewhere. But I guess you could do that as well. Just have like one of each and make it locally. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I just built for 50 a second and then we can pipe it around. I might have overbuilt a bit, just a tiny bit. Yeah, that's probably enough. As I said, I think I overbuilt it a bit. This is 50 a second, which we probably don't need, ever. Where's my oil derrick? Here it is, the first one we put down. And where's the drilling fluid one? That up. There we go. Do you need power? You need power. I assume you got power from electric boilers then? For the steam? Sorry, you got the steam from electric boilers for the clay. Alright, there we go. We'll come back in a long while. It's gonna take a bit. 2,200 seconds, that's a bit. Yeah, that makes sense. Could have done the same. Coal power plants, yeah, I'm looking at when I'm making now coke oven gas, what I do with the coke. If I throw that into a coal power plant, or if I just export it and have a separate coal power plant from, you know, requesting coke. I think I might just put a coal power plant there, and then whatever isn't picked up, I export. And whatever is then still left, I have to probably just burn to get rid of it. Ah, another sip of Red Bull, because I only slept like 3 hours today. But yeah, I took to heart what you said, you know, make progress on Niobium, and we did. That is the entire build here. To get to Niobium refined syngas, I researched the nitrogen filtration, so we only needed 2 DDCs. It's powered by wood, which we sadly... Oh, it caught up again a bit, so we do have some wood still here. I mean, I still want to build big on rails. But this was just too important to get to logistic spots and then continue on rails. This is, these builds are almost finished. We only need like a few things, if at all, like, you know, one storage tank, 2 ionic upgraders. A few sinkholes. You know, rail here and there. That's just here because the bots didn't get around to it, because I expanded it to be all the way up here covering it, and then all the way up over here to get to logistic spots. So they're patching all my belts in right now. They're pretty busy. But yeah, I wanted to get to logistic spots and then start slowly getting them to build the buildings I need, so I don't have to handcraft them all the time. Yeah, that's the plan. And then the next step is just go on rails. I think that makes the most sense. What I did last time was I terminated the bus but with the side like a breaking it off here, so everything had a splitter, and I made a huge row of all the ingredients here, and then I continued with like some of the stuff to get me to blue signs mostly, like most of the blue sign stuff, the pi signs I put on rails. But I don't think I'm gonna do that here. I think we're gonna really focus on getting everything on rails and keeping this as a starter base to produce our buildings, and then be fed to, you know, keep going until we have everything on rails. Progress, another progress that is important milestone will be a lubricant into loaders, because I really want to build my train station with loaders, not for loading into trains, but loading into the warehouses. I think it's just easier to have a compact train station that just has a loader that shoves it into the warehouse, instead of, you know, having the belt go next to it and have like 8 inserters shoving it in. The only downside is, so they're not just free loaders, they require lubricant to run. 0.1 per minute. So I have to make lubricant out of olefins and oleochemicals to get them to run. So that's going to be interesting. And then fast inserters fast inserters is something I'm going to build here in the starter base as well. No, the loaders need lubricant to run. So I picked one of the mods that require additional stuff, so it's not just a free loader. So I need to connect them to lubricant for them to work. There's like 2 settings of them. Either they're much more expensive, but they don't need any lubricant, or you need to provide them with lubricant. And I kind of like that trade-off, that you need to give them something for them to run, so you have another little logistics puzzle to solve. That seemed a fair trade-off for having loaders. Oh, okay, that's cool. I mean, this is a separate mod I think I used for loaders. How's it called? Yeah, AAI loaders are the ones that I use, and they have that setting with the lubricant. I don't know if hard mode changes these AI loaders. Would be cool though. That would be really cool if they thought of that. Okay, yeah, nice. Yeah, it makes sense that it's much harder to run them, but yeah, I do like the loaders. And yeah, lubricant. And lubricant isn't that easy to get to either. Like olefins and oleochemicals aren't something you just get out of oil or whatever. You have to, like, oleochemicals is lard and titanium. So you also have to spin up your, be it MUCMO or AUG or something like that to get the lard. So, oh yeah, I was comparing it to like vanilla lubricant, for example. Olefins and oleochemicals are most certainly much more annoying than just heavy oil to lubricant or something. But olefins and oleochemicals will be something I have to look at soon as well. All right, do I have a radar down there? I do. Yeah, it's still gonna be a while. So I could start terminating the bus and just say goodbye to everything back here. We already have some belts here. Let's turn on my personal ones and then delete these. Yeah, just getting to having lubricant is the part. Yeah, I agree. At least that's where I'm still have to get to. Go robots. And I am using the robots now to construct instead of the nanobots most of the time. I still like the termite bots because they can get rid of trees much faster than actually putting them down and letting robots just fill my inventory with wood. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. So that's gonna be another fun next to do. But I think all of the research that comes now is after we do all of the to-dos here, like scale all the basic stuff. We need to figure out central ash management, central tailings management potentially. We gotta stock up wood production, and then yeah, the nanobots should put in modules. It's just a bug on in the mod. Like they should put in modules. It's just bugged, and I didn't look into it yet. They used to work and they used to put in modules, but it compares it to it expects like a string, but it's not. Now it's a table or something like that. So they're just broken. That's why they didn't work, and that's also why I switched over to using the regular bots. I now have 4 personal roboports, so that's 40 bots, and that, you know, goes pretty fast. I'm very happy with that right now. Okay, do we do bus work? Just terminate a bunch of stuff. Everything that's already up here. No, that's the wrong one. Lotus would be nice here. I think I may go with the yellow inserters here. Yeah, that's the heavy armor has a huge grid now. Yeah, 6x8. I remember it being much smaller too, and only power armor had more. But you know, I'm not complaining. So it's there. I use it. I'm happy about it. But I remember it smaller as well. And that is iron or something. There's small parts right here. There we go. What is this belt? I have no idea what's between here. So many holes in there. It's just so annoying. What is on this belt? I haven't used that belt in ever. Well, this was supposed to be raw coal, just the raw coal never made it anywhere. Interesting. All right, I'm not gonna do that on stream now. I think that is a good exercise for after stream. I'm gonna start working on the heavy oil. And can I craft another roboport? No, I need batteries of all things. I haven't needed batteries in a while. Let's grab some batteries. Then put the last roboport down. The other thing that's going to be annoying is making the automated factories, because they need gearboxes and we're very short on solder and therefore gearboxes right now. So I might just go with the burn assembly machines and feed them wood or something. just for ease of... I just walked past the batteries. Ease of use. Yeah, 50 are enough. Let's make the 2 we can. Now we're out of aluminium plate. That's fine. Yeah, I just need to get to it. I agree. Yeah, tin also, I only use the tin tier 1 recipe of smelting right now for a full belt. With the molten recipe, it should also be much better. Molten recipe plus hot air should be great. So that's one thing I'm going to look at as well. How to have the coke oven gas and the hot air, how much we need for that. Just imagine having boxes of every item in one place 50,000 belts away. You're talking about the little mall I'm building here. Let's put one here. They should have come down quite a bit. 38,000. So we got rid of 2/3 already. We started at 90,000 and we're down to 38,000. So we made like a lot of progress. So 2/3 are filled. And we're not going to fill this up. For these ones, we're going to have 1 row. Let's do 1 row for all of these as default. Now, oil. It's getting there. I could start putting a pipe up here, or it's a good do I need anything as input? I only need gasoline, and I'm standing at like the loudest spot in the game right now. 1 second. Do I build it up here, or do I build it down there where the oil is? I need steam, I need gasoline for that. 150 per second, that's a lot. So we kind of need nitrogen down there. So I might just build it up here. Yeah, I'm just gonna build the basic requirement up here. Oil into the distillates, and then low distillate into heavy oil, and then we're looking into it. Oh, it's a product, you're right. I'm stupid. But 100 steam per second, that's gonna suck. How much gasoline is that? 20 per second. That's manageable. Good, let's do that. Let's bring the oil back to where we are right now. Put the DDCs in the compressor down, and then go from there. Do I also bring it through up here? I think I'm gonna go around the bottom this time. Yeah, otherwise it gets too crowded up here. All right, how many pumps can I build? None, because I miss aluminium. Aluminium should be close here because we were using it to make drills. I think here it is. Yep. Let's make another 5 pumps. Don't need all of them, but I'd like to craft a little bit of a buffer for when I need pumps and don't have some of the ingredients on me. I don't want to be like, okay, I got to turn around. How many underground pipes do we have? None. Great. Let's refill those as well. Someone's blowing leaves outside, and Hector instantly got up and running to the window to check out what's going on. Both of them looking out the window and being like, what's going on in my territory? All right, let's get the pipes we need. When I built them all a few days ago, I switched to having no building materials at all in my inventory. Suddenly the inventory is so large. Yeah, but missing some splitters is painful. Yeah. Yeah, that's another thing I should probably do as one of the first things. Get like the basic stuff like splitters, inserters to the other side of the base as well. So I don't have to run through the entire base every time I want like some underground pipes and stuff like that. How's gasoline looking, by the way? It is almost overflowing. Yeah, let's not let it overflow fully. Because I think that creates a giant mess. But yeah, that's a nice problem to have a million gasoline sitting around. Yeah, yeah. And we're gonna hook you up beforehand. I always make that mistake. If anything is greater than 990k, you run. We're at 916. Good. We even have a bunch of aromatics. That's very nice. Not used to that. We have no light oil still, but yeah, everything got successfully converted into aromatics. I'm happy. Good, let's grab our underground belts. Underground pipes. And some normal pipes. Do we need belts? We could use some belts. Not a ton. But off we go. We're just gonna start from the oil this time and go around. While we're down there, we can also look at our Route Mark IIs. We should have a significant amount of Route Mark IIs now. We can start putting them in. Or just save them for when we put Raux onto the train. Because that one makes more sense. Our Raux right now are scaled exactly for what our rubber production could in theory support. So we don't need the Mark IIs in there, they have no purpose. So I might not do that at all. Cotton guts. Where's the one? A little bit further. There we go, down now. Top in the crawdad for a short walk down there. And hopefully not run over the derrick, that would be awful. Ugh, look at this forest. So somewhere here it's gonna come out. Yeah, we can go under the forest as well. So let's check out the Rock Mark IIs. Oh, we're all the way up here. Right. Don't mind copper. Hey Benj, the endgame goal is... I don't know if it's... I think it's more than launching a rocket, but the endgame is like a very long time away. So Simon, you probably know what the last objective is in the game. Yeah, I do have niobium underground pipes, but I was too lazy to make them yet. We have 144 Route Mark IIs. I very much like that. And I'll let them keep breeding. But I'm gonna put, not like that. Put them in here as modules so you breed faster. Very nice. And these route mark 1s we just toss onto the belt. Oh, researching Pyrrhic Victory. Tholins into space. I remember Tholins, and then they were moved further back and further back. So I never got to them. Niobium pipes also seem a little too expensive right now. We don't have that much niobium, so I don't know if I want to switch to niobium pipes just now. Wait, why did I come up here? I'm an idiot. We don't want to come up here yet. It was nice for the pump because it was electricity right there. But I think we're gonna go... Oh my god, leave the trees alone. So many trees. We're gonna put a pump here. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I could just... I don't even have enough niobium pipes with me. How far do they stretch? Oh, they stretch very far. Yeah. I think I can. Let's see. Oh no, you can weave them. They're independent. Like last time I played, it was that they would connect, but yeah, it looks like these, now the setting is that they do actually not interact with each other. So you can weave them. Looks like. I didn't know that was a thing. I haven't gotten to play around with niobium pipes yet. Oh, really? I like the setting. I probably keep them separate. Yeah, I guess I keep them separate. That's fine. I mean, I could have gone up here as well. God damn it. Should have made up my mind. It's much faster to go up there. I'm talking too much and not thinking through. I didn't sleep enough to be yapping all the time. Instead of thinking what I'm doing. Okay, we stop here. Ish. Yeah, maybe, yeah, we're maybe where I am. It's fine. And then we put a pump right here. There we go. No, you're not distracting me. I just only slept like 3 hours, so I am not at the top of my mind right now. It's like easy to get distracted. But I didn't even know the pipe rating setting was a thing. Yeah, that's a good thing to think about. If I wanna, I mean, I don't think I really ever will weave the pipes between each other, but you know, might as well. Let's leave the factory must grow. You know it, you know it. Yeah, one of the things I want to do off stream is like terminating the bus and things like that, because I think that's going to be boring on stream. So that's going to be some homework for me. All right, this is where oil going to be. And these are so loud, these evaporators and compressors. It's crazy. I'm just going to walk over here. All right, let's look at YAFC real quick. We need 3 DDCs for the incoming oil and 2 oil burners. Let's see if we can craft 3 DDCs. We can. And 1 compressor. We cannot craft that one, but that is where our, for now, final. Yeah, these are pretty loud. Is it the evaporator? I think it's the compressor. It's fine. It's just, you know, I was standing next to the loudest building right now. So the compressor will give us heavy oil. And we already have gasoline here, which is perfect. Yeah, it's not too loud. It was just, you know, the loudest building around. All right, so we have gasoline, water. We have over there. We're not going to bother. I'll cheat my well in. And then we get the low distillates. We get steam, which we'll decide what we do with it. I think right now we're just literally gonna go for heavy oil and ignore the rest. As much as that pains me, I think that's the sensible thing to do to progress, to balance progression with necessity. And this is cracking oil into the distillates. There we go. Okay, lots of in and outputs. Where's the oil? I want the oil on this side, if I can. I can make that 2 over the high distillates. Okay, I changed my mind. I want the low distillates on this side, most importantly. Yeah, so low distillates come here. Are you... No, you're residual mixture and your residual oil. So you go here, and steam we feed in from... Oil comes in here. Steam comes in here. Medium distillates go here. And you go all the way out here. Good. Does it sound or look right? Do these connect? You connect, you connect. You have nothing to connect, but you connect here. You connect, you connect. Oh, the high distillates? You're right. I hate buildings with like so many outputs. It's such a pain to get them together. Alright, let's move them down a bit. Give us some space. There we go. You stay up there. Yeah, let's keep the spacing consistent. I could make it one closer, but whatever. They should all connect. Now, oil comes in here. once it comes. We need some power. The only thing missing is some solid output products now in this mess. There we go. And yeah, for now, I'm gonna avoid all of these. Yeah. How did I do that? Pitch to coke. Is it this one? Yeah. All my pipe spaghetti here, and then 3 inserters to get the coke out. It's only 2 per, maybe you mean a different one. 3, 2 per. You mean this one, right? The coke recipe with hydrogen, light oil, and that? Pitch and steam into coke. It's like 2 per second, which is still a lot for the mechanical inserters, right? You still need 3. The worst was for me the... Yeah, filling 50 of them is the difference. What was the most annoying or the most stressful is like the DDCs when they read when they grab from the raw coal belt. You need like every single inserter, I think, to feed them properly. All right, what are you missing ingredients? Steel and iron. We have steel and iron here. We have an iron in the chest now. I should do that with steel right away too. Such a commonly used thing. At least we have these common things now at the end of the bus, which is great. Don't have to run back all the way again. Oh, that sucks if a full side is not enough. You have to like wrap it around the building. Yuck. I mean, that's what I did with my 15 per second output of the casting unit. One belt goes in here, and then I have a bunch of inserters that wrap around the building to fill the other side of the belt. And it did try the trick with the splitter here, but it seems that they changed that, and it will only fill 7.5 per second, no matter how you turn it. So I just do that, have the output here until we get faster belts, and then load the other side with splitters, with inserters. Yeah, I noticed. Someone told me that I had to turn them around, and then, yep, that didn't work either, so whoops. Didn't work anymore. We need to get rid of more stuff. So this is the condensates. We get rid of high distillates. We want the low distillates. And we get rid of the medium distillates, even though they're useful. And then we only have steam left. We need 2 oil burners for that. Can I make those? I can make 1. Need more iron. That's good. Let's see, condensates. What do I do with condensates? Make tailings, BTX, and refined natural gas. And the refined natural gas makes more condensate, steam, and naphtha. Why are you so mad about the condensates? For the BTX into benzene? Or the tailings? Yeah, the tailings could be... Yeah, this is not a final build. This is like literally get my heavy oil to unblock sink and then let's get on trains. When do you meet later? For Salinol and ethylene, or you mean for benzene? I haven't looked at what benzene is used for yet. Is that plastic? Nylon. And nitrobenzene, yeah, I remember that. I don't remember perylene. Perylene. Does combustion mixture still exist? Or is that just a remnant of previous times? Yeah, my duralumin I stabilized by fixing aluminium and fixing my coal gas production. And so duralumin is now completely backed up, thank God. And also, yeah, I think pyAL maybe still has it or something like that, Alien Life. All right, let's hop back and finish this. How's the oil looking? 75 seconds. We can walk over there in a minute. Literally a minute. What do I need for the compressor again? Concrete and niobium. Well, isn't that good that we just started making concrete here? Oh yeah, can you not put the ash in here? And can you not put the ash in here either? That'd be great. All of these are ash filter, right? The ash ones, ash, ash. You have no ash output, great. There we go. What we need? Concrete. Give me... Wait, I need refined concrete, I assume. Oh, I was like, what was that explosion? Crazy. Oh, that scared me so much. All right. We got crude oil, 640 million of it, but oh, it's actually producing 120 per second. That's not too bad. Oh god, that scared me so much. I was like, what just broke? You need 233 of that for a 1-2 train, and one building makes 15 per minute. Yeah. It takes a while. Okay, where were we? Niobium and... Is that refined? No, that's concrete. I put refined concrete in my inventory. And then some niobium. Here's niobium. Yeah, see, our niobium is already running dry. Why is that? What is... Nitrogen again? Yeah, we're low on nitrogen because... We're out of activated carbon? Ow. Oh, because this isn't prioritizing it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm spaghettiing around. Also, why are you not producing? Because you're full of hydrogen. Wait, why are you full of hydrogen? I thought it was the perfect ratio to make hydrogen chloride. I mean, it might still be we're full of hydrogen chloride and zinc chloride. That's why we don't make any more of this. Yeah, we kind of have a little deadlock here. Let's cheat and avoid these. I want to put down exhaust pipes just to unblock this. So that should unblock the activated carbon, I think. Let's see. That spaghetti stays spaghetti. Let's finish the oil. Good, let's run over there and get the oil derrick connected. Actually, let's go down here. So gonna run over one of the pipes. There we go. It's working. Let's run back. 640 million is quite a lot for a small oil derrick. I remember these giving way less last time I played. I mean, with the low mining rate, it's kind of like geothermal ones where like they just last till the end of the game, but they just don't give you much, so you have to tap a lot of them. All right, are we working? No, we're not working. We need steam, right? I was missing a boiler. I need iron for that. Do I have bitumen asphalt left? Nope. Oof. Let's put it here. There's water, gasoline. Almost. And steam. All right, are you working now? You are working now. There we go. The first heavy oil that is made... Don't do that. That is made from actual oil and not just kerosene. And we just need to bring it back, which is easier said than done. It's like through the entire base. Is this the highest we are? Yeah. Crawdad time. Time to ram everything down and put down pumps. There we go, first pump coming. And craft some more pumps because I need more than 3 here. Power. Onwards we go. Oh, even the Crota gets slowed down so much by March, and we're out of pipe. That's not nice. Oh my god, wrong button. God damn it. So you made it to science. I hate it here. Okay, whatever, Crawdad. You're too dangerous in my hands. Need to fix a few pipes here, up here. Whoops. All right, let's grab the pipes and finish this. So concrete and refined concrete is done. Drilling fluid is done. Oil to heavy oil is done. Next step is focusing on trains again, where I then deal with the end of the bus and start of the mall, hopefully. All right, here we are. Give me like a lot of them. Some of these, we have no inserters either. We have 2 more sinkholes. Do we need those? If not, I'm gonna drop them in here. These 11 also go in here. To finish all the builds. We still need 2,000 robots. 2,000 entities that miss construction robots. Oh yeah, I put these down again. These don't exist in the real world for tar and syngas. That's why they were there. Then we need still 2 ionic thingies. And I have to check what else we're missing to complete that build. Where's the science? Still a bit out. Yeah, we have to go a while with the heavy oil. But once we make it, sink is secured. Then we can work on all the metals. Yeah, it's further up. I was like, am I already past it? No, we're that far back. Quickly now. And yeah, I broke another one here. Which one did I break? This one, organic solvent. That's another important one to fix. Time for another pump. We have power around here. We do. Very nice. And we continue. Somewhere there in front of us is the salt stuff, so we don't want to run into that by accident. Oh, it's still far away. And we need another pump. Said. We're gonna need all of our 8 pumps here. Let's craft the remaining ones. What was that? Put it down. Did I have the cursor too far back? That could be. All right, here's the salt. We need to be a bit careful around here. And the niobium mines, we need to be very careful around here. I'm gonna pick you up and navigate this treacherous territory manually. And we missed it somewhere. Oh, come on, not all the way back there. How do we miss one back there? Where did we break it? Oh, we missed one there. Two actually, and then the pipe needs extension, which is fine. We'll deal with it. Let's get out of the crawdad in this crowded zone. And it should be back here where we have power anyway, so it's not a big deal. Oh, it's literally right here in that corner. Does this work? Yeah. Oh, we don't have power because you don't need power. I see. But power was close. Not a big deal. Let's continue bringing our heavy oil to our sink. And back on our crawdad. Too far back. There we go, and we got power. I'm tempted to put a pump there. Yeah. I think we sync up the pumps with this one. Otherwise, we have to drag power so far. We just sync up the pumps here, and it should be at the same interval. There we go. This is the formic acid is looking full. That's good. So we don't need the route mark 2s in the buildings. They're doing just fine. The route mark 1s, and it's scaled to be that. All right, we're getting closer to, again, it being dangerous. We need another pump. Wait, both of you have no power? What? Okay. You have power now, right? Yeah. Eleanor. Don't lie behind the chair. It's a dangerous spot. Ooh, yeah, we're gonna get off here. This is also a dangerous spot. And we have to squeeze through where we make the trees and the small parts. Because we're way too high to get through there unscathed. Alright, is it crawdad time again? God damn it. Zooming out and trying to place the pipes is really difficult. Alright, we're getting back into danger territory. This is gonna be fun, in quotation marks, how to squeeze these pipes through here. We can go above here this time. Because we don't need to go down, we actually need to go up. Still up from this point. Still north. Almost. Where's the heavy oil coming from right now? Is this heavy oil? I think this is heavy oil. How did I change the color to fluid color? Anyway, this goes here. Yeah, this is the heavy oil. So we need to come into this lane. Where does this one go? Here. Yeah, we can go here. Got antimony alloy in my pockets now. We just put a pump up here. It's the easiest place to put one down. There we go. And then we ignore this. Now, is sync running again? There we go. Sync is running perfectly again. All right, that is fixed. Very nice. We're still missing 1,000 entities. We need ionic upgraders, a overflow valve, and one more of these, which we need steel for. Then ionic upgraders, what do they need? They need simple circuit boards. We need more simple circuit boards to craft the last two of these that make us gasoline. And we need a ton of iron. Probably small parts, yeah. No, it's a fluidized bed reactor. Here it is, ionic upgrader. Reformer needs 100 iron plates and small parts. Why does it need 500? Okay, we can make 2 of these, perfect. And that should slowly but surely, we need 1 check valve as well, I mean an overflow valve. And that should slowly but surely complete our journey to the first train station that's complete. What are we still missing? Few rail signals, the big power poles, ionic upgrade. Yeah, those are the last 3 things that are missing. That is awesome. Yeah, just these things which don't matter. The plates. Actually, did I put the big ones into a red chest? Yes. Have we made one yet? No. Why not? Because we have no tin. That makes a lot of sense. Well. We have made none? No, we have finished 41. They've already just been placed. So we should see some. Yeah, they're the first ones here. Perfect. Very nice. Love to see it. Yeah, one of the most important ones is still missing to connect up here. But all of these are down, all of these automated screeners, all of these secondary crushers. I'm so ready to start this up. And this one here first, because we need that one as well. And these are all raw coal outputs here. This one is wrong. This one is wrong as well. Are these all wrong? Yeah. Wait, they're all wrong. I only fixed them here, huh? Wait, they're all wrong too? How? Where did I fix them? Oh, because it removed them. Alright, I have to go up there and fix them manually. Because it had the old blueprint and I pasted the new one over it, but that doesn't remove what is already there. Where's my train, by the way? Oh, I just walked past it? Cool. And let's drive here. What do you mean no path to destination? Wait, there's 2 wrong signals. Yeah. That was weird. I don't know how they got there. But those were signals in the wrong direction, so whoops. The good thing is we're actually unloading the right stuff. If they unload here. There we go. There we go. Wait, there's logs and shit in here too? Oh, from the train, yeah. Because the trains are currently running on logs. Fuel is logs. Oh, you unloaded the back as well. Yeah. We got all of them. Oh, there's one more. Now we got all of them. Okay, something's wrong here. Okay, I understand. I understand now. Oh, that's a pain to fix all of these. Because I have to fix it for all of them. Did I not fix it for this one? No, I should have. Yeah. And this one doesn't exist anymore. There we go. Okay, there's only 2 of them here. Wrong left. No, don't unload this. It's the only downside taking the train. Oh, you're out of fuel. Who would have thunketh? Because you just unloaded all the fuel from you. There you go. Have some more fuel. Too far for fuel, really? Has some fuel. There you go. All right, let's fix these. There we go. Okay, this works. All right, that cleaned up, and one more to clean up. Good. All of this fixed. Very good. Yeah, let's just drive backwards because no other trains around here, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, wrong one. Wait, shouldn't it be right? No, it's left now. Even though we're driving backwards. I never understand which way it is. Oh, I guess, yeah. It's left to our back. Boom. Okay. Sink is still going strong. No, you're out of heavy oil. Really? Why are you out of heavy oil? You're full of residual mixture. A, it was missing one here, and then B, yeah, we're not voiding it. Let's go back there. Another one of these to void it. I'm tempted to build a train station here and build a train station over there, but we don't have space. There's so much garbage on this bus. I should have built it much better. I shouldn't have gone down. I should have kept that and just go up, but yeah, I don't know what I was thinking in the beginning. and then keep this strip here clean. Leave space for a train. Yeah. Lessons I quote-unquote learned last time and then still not apply this time. Sounds about right. Oops, no down here. Alright, they're slowly catching up on the belts. I think I'm gonna put down another few of these construction zone extenders to the top of this belt here, or the zone of belts here, so they can get busy. I mean, they're still not done with this here, but they make good progress. They still need, like... I mean, they're complaining that they miss spots for construction, so I guess we're on the last stretch of constructing all of this here, which is great. So we can add more construction zones to it. So all of them should be running again, right? Yep. And we can now pick and choose which one of these we want to go for. None of these are really important, right? We don't need BTX in the base. We could use gasoline, but we have like 1 million of gasoline stored right now, so it doesn't really matter anymore. You get naphtha to unlock the oil sand processing, but we really don't need that chain either. We have like enough oil coming in. We don't need, I mean, it's really very little coke and very little coke oven gas. Like 1 per second, that's nothing. Do I know how much I need? Okay, we actually don't need that much coke oven gas anymore because we can reheat it, right? So and that gets it up to 500 degrees. Yeah, so we only need... Okay, so we need 70.2 coke oven gas that we... Was it 0.2? Because we get 250 extra, right? Yeah, to make 1000 hot air, we need 66 heat exchangers. That's crazy. So we might go with a ratio of 1. I think it's 1 to 10 to 13 or something like that. So we might have multiple columns of them. And then we need 29 heat exchangers for the hot molten salt to heat it up again. And we need 15, 16, 20, 27 coal power plants and 35 raw coal per second in to generate 1000 hot air a second. That's nuts. How much do we need for tin V2? We need 11. Honestly, we don't need that much. We need 300 is probably enough to begin with. That's much more reasonable. 2 to 20 to 32, 8, 1. It's still 7 here. Oh, because we said it's 7. How much coke do we... Why do we set it to... We don't enable this. Why do these not work? Oh, because we have this one still linked. What did I disable? We need to disable this one. So we need 11 raw coal to power 7 plants to get enough molten salt per second. Nothing. Yeah, we can convert raw coal into coke and coke oven gas. Oh, that is what we need as to get started, right? So summary ingredients, we need 21.01 of 100 degrees. So let's set fixed building count to 3. And then we can enable this, link it. So now it's looking like this. So 3, 3, and 1. And we only need 7 raw coal in, and then 15 per second to get these 30 per second of coke oven gas, 250 degrees. And then 7 per second to actually reheat it, and we get 300 hot air per second. I think that sounds reasonable. Let us save this and head back into the game. Is everything still running well? Everything still looks good. Sync. It's looking mighty fine. We don't produce enough heavy oil, but it's much faster than it was before, I think. Yeah, we don't produce enough heavy oil. How much do they... We could have more DDCs to process more of the oil, because we get 120 per second and they take 30, 60, 90. So we could do another one to process the oil, but... Yeah, let's see if we can just put down another one. We still have this one as blueprint. Do I have enough materials for DDC? I do. I do not have normal pipe as usual. So we have another DDC, so that should go through everything we produce in the oil derrick. You need power. And then we still need to void you here. Again. Low dist. Okay, now we need more compressors. It's fine. You work as fast as you can. And that's all we get as heavy oil. That's fine. Alright, it's been almost 3 hours again. I will, between streams, terminate the bus here. Try to get everything we need from all the way over here to here into chests, so we can then start a mall. And then next stream later today / tonight, we're gonna start with coke oven gas to hot air and maybe scaling tin. Thank you all for being here for this early stream today. I hope I see you again later today for the second stream. Thank you all for watching, for lurking, for chatting. Thanks for being here. See you next time.